Supreme Court may modify school fee order. Telangana schools to reopen today for classes 6 to 8. India, Government of Nagaland and World Bank signed project for enhancing school education in Nagaland. School students in India discover 18 new asteroids. 13 school teachers in Punjab test positive for COVID-19. DAV School Chennai responds to controversy over question paper mentioning January 26th violence. Study shows that positive encouragement may improve academic outcomes in school kids. Child unit seeks data of school dropouts. Army school in Srinagar trains troops for counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency. Maharashtra Education Department to form divisional fee panels this week. Schools and parents in disagreement over in-person exams. The Directorate of Education tells schools to sensitize students and parents on cyberbullying. Good afternoon and a warm welcome. You're watching Education News Network, where we get you the latest developments in education at the top of this hour. This is Nitya reporting from ENN, and the daily stories are: the Supreme Court on Tuesday indicated that it might modify a Calcutta High Court order that directed private unaided schools in Bengal to waive off 20% of the tuition fees to reduce the hardships faced by parents because of the pandemic. A bench of Justices Ashok Bhushan and R. Subhash Reddy told a battery of senior lawyers appearing for private schools in Bengal, "You give all those details of the schools that have opened, etc. File an affidavit. We will go through everything and modify the High Court's order accordingly. We will hear everything and decide it finally. We will take it up in the first week of April." During the hearing, senior advocate Rana Mukherjee, who appeared for some schools, pleaded that the High Court order be set aside as the pandemic situation was easing and normality was returning to most economic activities in the state. The schools, he submitted, are clueless on how to proceed with the collection of fees in the evolving situation. Considering the declining cases of coronavirus, the Telangana government on Tuesday decided to resume physical classes for students of classes 6 to 8 from today. Issuing an order, the Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao said that parents' consent is mandatory for physical attendance. He said physical classes for classes 6 to 8 can be resumed from February 24th, adding that the schools will have to follow coronavirus protocols on the school premises. The Indian government, Government of Nagaland, and the World Bank on Tuesday signed a $68 million project to enhance the governance of schools across Nagaland, as well as to improve teaching practices and learning environments in select schools. The Nagaland Enhancing Classroom Teaching and Resources Project will improve classroom instruction, create opportunities for the professional development of teachers, and build technology systems to provide students and teachers with more access to blended and online learning, as well as allow better monitoring of policies and programs, said a Finance Ministry statement. Such an integrated approach will complement conventional delivery models and help mitigate the challenges posed by COVID-19. About 150,000 students and 20,000 teachers in the government education system in Nagaland will benefit from the statewide reforms in schools. In 2020, 18 new asteroids have been discovered by Indian students as part of an international science program, International Asteroid Discovery Project, conducted by STEM and Space in collaboration with International Astronomical Search Collaboration as part of a NASA Citizen Science Project. These discoveries have been confirmed recently by the International Astronomical Union, which records such discoveries formally in the Minor Planet Catalogue. 150 students from all around India participated in this 2-month-long campaign to find asteroids. The Amritsar civil surgeon Charanjit Singh on Tuesday took cognizance of the rising number of COVID-19 cases in the state and informed that out of 4,000 school teachers tested, 13 teachers have been found positive for COVID-19. Singh said concerned schools are now closed for 48 hours for sanitization. Amidst the growing concern over the rising COVID-19 trend in the state, the Punjab Chief Minister, Captain Amrinder Singh, on Tuesday ordered fresh restrictions on indoor gatherings to 100 and outdoor to 200 people from March 1st, and also issued a slew of directions to curb the further rise of the infection. The DAV group of schools has responded to the controversy over an English paper mentioning the January 26th violence in the national capital. They stated that certain wordings in an English question paper were that of a teacher and they did not reflect the views of the institution. This comes after several people, including Congress MP Shashi Tharoor, demanded an answer from the school over a question regarding the January 26th farm law protests which took place in Delhi. Acknowledging the wide spectrum of responses that the school had received after this issue erupted, DAV said, "Ours being a diverse country, it has not been surprising that the feedback has also been quite diverse, from expletive-laden hate to solemn support for the institution that has been providing high-quality, value-based, affordable education over the last 50 years. We strongly believe in the need to nurture independent thinking amongst children and also abide by the principles and ethos enshrined in the Indian Constitution. Offering students more positive encouragement not only reduces disruptive classroom behavior, but can improve students' academic and social outcomes, say researchers. The findings published in the Journal of Educational Psychology indicated that a behavior management intervention helped increase student engagement and boosted the teachers' confidence in their ability to manage disruptive behavior. Researcher Keith Herman from the University of Missouri in the US said, "As educators, we often focus on communicating what we don't want our students to be doing in class. But we have found that that just doesn't work. Instead, we need to be setting clear expectations of what behaviors we do want to be seeing." For the study, the researchers implemented CHAMPS, a classroom behavior management training intervention, into a school classroom over the course of 5 years. The intervention not only decreased disruptive classroom behavior and student concentration problems, but also improved both completed classwork and standardized test scores, as well as increased the amount of students remained on task with classroom assignments. In compliance with the orders of the Supreme Court of India, the District Child Protection Officer of Chandigarh has sought a list of the children who have dropped out of schools during the COVID-19 pandemic due to poor financial condition of their families. The Protection Unit has asked the UT Education Department to identify the families that are unable to send their children to schools or cannot bear the education-related expenses due to the COVID-19 crisis. The department has been asked to make a database of such children and submit the same to the Child Protection Unit within 15 days. The Education Department has also been asked to initiate a program for children identified under the phone tree model. The 15 Corps Battle School in Srinagar has adopted new methods to upskill the soldiers who are deployed in Kashmir Valley. The school trains the soldiers to attain skills that are imperative for the local terrain. In the Corps Battle School, the soldiers are given a picture of what they should do and what they shouldn't. This special training is mandatory for all the Indian Army officers who get posted in Kashmir Valley. It trains the soldiers in counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism. In charge of Corps Battle School, Lieutenant Colonel Dipankar Bose informed that the troops from across the country are sent to their school for training. He further added that the school teaches the troops about the history of Jammu and Kashmir so that they can better understand the current situation of the Union Territory. Also, they are trained on human rights so that they can get clarity on their responsibilities. The training also enhances the mental and physical strength of the troops. After receiving several complaints from parents about fee-related issues in private schools in Maharashtra, the Education Department has decided to constitute the Divisional Fee Regulatory Committees this week. A set of parents from across the state met the State Education Minister Varsha Gaikwad on Monday, and the minister assured them that the government shall take strict action against schools which are found violating fee-related norms. "We will act against schools wherein we have received complaints with respect to violation of rules. Similarly, as mentioned before, a committee is being formed to suggest changes and revisions in the state's Fee Regulation Act," said Gaikwad in a statement issued on late Monday evening. The minister also promised parents that the fee regulatory committees will be formed at the district and the state level to address complaints with respect to fees more effectively. The committees have been inactive since 2018 after the previous ones were dissolved. The CBSE on February 11th directed all its affiliated schools to conduct annual examinations for classes 9 and 11 in the offline mode after taking all COVID-19 related precautions, but parents are not for it. while parents of students of classes 9 and 11 are reluctant to send their kids to school for their annual examination and want exams to be held remotely, schools are advocating in-person examinations, terming them more reliable and in accordance with the CBSE directions. On Tuesday, a group of 30 to 40 parents and students gathered outside KR Mangalam World School in Greater Kailash, protesting against the school's decision to conduct in-person examinations for these classes even though it had already conducted the exams online. The school director Jyoti Gupta said, "The school is following the CBSE directions and not taking any decision on its own. The major issue right now is that students are out of practice when it comes to writing for 3 hours. They have been attending online classes and appearing in exams in the online mode throughout the year. Taking all this into consideration, the school has also decided to give 50-50 weightage to both offline and online exams. If parents still have objections, then we can't help it. We have no means to proctor the online exams." The Directorate of Education has directed all schools in Delhi to sensitize students and parents about cyberbullying and online threats their children might be subjected to while attending online classes during the COVID-19 pandemic. While schools have started resuming physical classes for students of classes 9 to 12, the sessions are still in the online mode for those enrolled in classes 1 to 8. In a letter addressed to all heads of government and private schools in Delhi, the DOE on Monday said, "The internet spaces are growing and multiplying and data security, privacy and protection are inadequate to keep a check on this. It is important that everyone is aware of the risks that could be associated with being connected to the internet. In addition, the students need to be warned against these risks, and it is extremely important for us to ensure that every possible step is taken towards giving our children safe spaces to learn in that safeguards their innocence and cater to their curiosity in a non-harmful way." That's all for today. Thank you for watching Education News Network. For more such videos, do log on to our website, theenn.com, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Signing off, Nitya.